Hi guys, welcome to Very Paige. So I finally have my room organized a little bit. This is my attempt at creating a fun filming background with the stuff I already had of pumpkins, and I lit a candle. But this is gonna be a sewing haul, and I use the word haul lately because I definitely don't haul things anymore. Just some things that I have acquired for sewing in the past month. Mostly fabric from Joann's that's on clearance, a couple of free patterns, and then I did purchase a few patterns for myself. But let's start with the fabric. Now, like I said, this is all from Joann's clearance, and this one was actually pretty trendy for the fabrics that I normally buy. And it is strawberry. At least I think they're strawberries. They could be very pointy tomatoes. Strawberry sequin fabric. Now, if you're on TikTok or just part of the internet in general, you know about the strawberry dress, and I'll put a photo right here. But it is a beautiful dress by a designer in New York, and it is made with glitter strawberry tulle. I'm obsessed with it. I'm not going to try to recreate it because it's not the same fabric, but I would like to make my own strawberry dress. I think I have 4 yards of this, and it is a little bit lighter than a quilting cotton, but definitely a cotton. You can kind of see the pattern, but I do want to make a dress. So if you have any recommendations on a sewing pattern that might look cool or maybe is similar to the strawberry dress, I definitely don't want to rip off anybody's designs. And this is not tulle, so I mean several layers is not going to look good. I might be able to do like a tulle overlay and kind of get some of the same effect. But if you have a pattern with inclusive sizing for this thick body, I would love to see it, because I like the internet to decide my life for me. But yeah, so again, beautiful pink sequin strawberries. Oh, so shiny. Okay, so that's the first thing I got. And again, all of these were on clearance. So this is surprising that this was on clearance, because I'm sure other people would want to buy this at full price. But I think this is marked down to $3 a yard. Moving on, this is kind of like a wild card. I didn't realize this was on clearance. And it's I think it's like a linen rayon blend. It's not 100% linen because it doesn't really stay wrinkled, but I kind of like that. I think it's similar to their linen look fabric, which I really like working with. But it's this beautiful like blue and white floral design. And I got 6 yards of this. I have no plans for it. I just really like it. And a lot of the fabrics I got were blue, which has not been a color that I've been wearing a lot. So maybe that's kind of like what my fall wardrobe is going to be. Although I love fall colors, so I don't know why I bought all this blue. But this is really beautiful. 6 yards. I mean, I could make anything. Maybe like a dress or like a matching pattern set with like a top and a skirt that I can fake as a dress and then kind of wear the pieces separately. What do you guys think? This was $3.15 a yard. It was a check the spot fabric on super sale and I didn't even realize it. But yeah, I got that. 6 yards of this. Trying not to go too crazy on spending money because we moved houses and we bought a nicer house in a little less popular area of town, and we sold our house in the really popular area of town that I think is gonna burst the bubble, like housing wise. And we managed to get out of all of our debt, which for somebody who owns their own business I think is pretty great, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Not trying to come off braggy in any way, but now that we're out of debt, I feel like I need to make smarter choices on spending money, which I'm not great at. My husband, amazing at it. Me, I need to spend all the money in my pocket. So trying to buy stuff on clearance, and although I'm not team fabric stash a little bit if it's on sale. So then I got 2 yards of this blue and don't know if you can see it. It's kind of sparkly. It has like a gold business in it, but it's a sweater knit. I like sewing sweaters. I do sew myself sweaters every year. But yeah, really pretty. This I think was $4 a yard, and I like to buy sweater knits when I see them just because they're not something that at least my Joann's carries regularly. And the outside is kind of gold and shiny and the inside's just regular. So if I decided later that, you know, I didn't want glitter, which I'm Italian American, I'm going to want glitter. If I decide to go that route, it's there. But I don't know what I'm gonna make with this. Maybe like a slouchy sweater. It's very drapey. If you guys have a pattern recommendation, again, that will fit my body because I don't want to sew things that aren't made for people of my size, tell me. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. I got about 2 yards, maybe a little less. I'm really good at fitting patterns into less area than they say you need. So don't let the pattern recommendation on fabric scare you. I can figure it out, you know? The last fabric I bought, it's a print, and I am thinking about doing a pattern that I've already done on this channel, but it is a Constellation print. How cute. It's kind of like a faded navy and the constellation lines are gold, and then it has the stars in a white. I'm thinking, so True Bias extended the sizing on the Ogden cami, and if you check the videos on my channel, you will see that I made the Ogden cami before it came in my size, which I'm not doing anymore because it literally took days to get a simple tank top to fit me right. I had to add a dart, I had to do a sway back adjustment, I had to add length, I had to do a bunch of other stuff, and I'm just not gonna do it anymore. I thought it would be interesting if I made the Ogden cami again when it's drafted for my body to see if that makes that big of a difference. I think it will. We'll find out. But yeah, I got 2.5 yards of this. This was on sale, but not a good of a sale as the rest of it was. I think this was originally $15 a yard and it was 40% off. So I'm not great at math, about $8 a yard. It's a silky print. Don't know what that means. I think it just means it's 100% polyester. I just really like the print. It was a decent price and I really want to make kind of a silky cami top. And I'll let you guys know that I hemmed and hawed about getting this print versus getting a snakeskin print because I really want to make a snakeskin cami. Again, I'm an Italian American. I'm a little bit gaudy. It's fine. But this one went out. I feel like I could wear this more places and it's kind of a little bit more cutesy than I would have normally got, but it is what it is. So that's the last fabric I got. Let's start with the free patterns that I bought. They're free, but they came out recently. The first pattern is the pocket skirt by Peppermint Sewing Magazine. It is, I'll put a picture right here for you. It is like an elastic waist skirt with huge pockets. It's gonna be super easy to sew. I'm gonna wear it a lot. I love wearing things with pockets in the studio because I often have like lens filters or like binder clips or just silly things that I like having in my pocket. I wear my York pinafore all the time to the studio, so much so that I probably need to make another color. The one I have is like a burnt orange, almost like the color on the pattern envelope. I think I sewed it in a video, so just check the videos and you can see it. But I think I need like a neutral one, maybe like a gray or like a black. What do you guys think? Black is always good, but gray could be fun. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make the skirt. I really like the green color they made it in. I've had a lot of people tell me that green is a good color for me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I while out and I buy some green linen and we make a pocket skirt. But that is the free pattern that I got. The other, I guess it's not free. I paid for this pattern. It just feels free because it's part of the subscription. I got the Sawyer and the Milo for Seamwork patterns. Now Sawyer is, it reminds me a lot, is it Zinnia? The skirt that is the button down skirt that Colette had that I think everybody in their whole entire family made, but it's more A-line than straight. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. That's the case with like 99% of the seamwork patterns I own. Like they're fine, but very few of them like speak to my personal aesthetic. I feel like seamwork has gotten super basic in a way that doesn't interest me a lot of the time. Do I cancel my membership? No. Do I hoard the patterns like I'm gonna make them? 100%. The other one is Milo, which is kind of like a grandpa cardi. We'll see. I might make it. I might not. I probably won't. I think honestly, the only seamwork patterns that have really stood out to me recently are the Beckett, which is like an overall that's kind of cool. Another one I'm thinking about probably making are the Joss, which are like the wide leg elasticized pants with the big pockets. And then I did print out the Joe pattern, but I never cut it out. So maybe I'll make those. Part the seamwork patterns are just like, well, kind of basic. And if, you know, I have the time, I might make one, but definitely not something that is real high up on the scale there. The other pattern that I got, which we already talked about, was the Ogden Cami size extension. Super cool, love it, really interested in sewing it, and wouldn't you know it, the size extension has a dart. I fought that pattern so hard to try to get it to fit my boobs, and it wouldn't because it didn't have a dart and I had to add one. I'm sure that will make everything fit better. I don't know why it didn't have a dart in the first place. Probably because everybody doesn't have huge boobs, but we do what we can. Another one that I bought that I'm going to sew next is from an independent pattern company called Daughters of Style. I think they're, you know, kind of popular, but I found out recently that they are local to me. One of my friends who is a model modeled for them, and I didn't realize that they were in Cincinnati. And it's interesting because models and photographers kind of run in a lot of the same circles, and it just came to my knowledge that this was a local company, and I was like, cool, let's make something. So I picked up the Stella coat. It's kind of like a loose fit shawl collar, almost blazery. I don't think it has a button up, but I did pick up this really cool kind of reddish printed wool that I'd like to use for it as a nice like fall coat. It's still pretty hot here in Cincinnati, but it'll get cold soon. The mornings will certainly start getting colder, and we don't have a fence up at the new house, so we have to walk our 2 Australian Shepherds a lot. And I know once it gets colder, I'm gonna want something easy to throw on in the mornings. But yeah, so I picked up the Daughters of Style Stella coat. You should check it out. Support local to me businesses. Or don't, but do buy something. That'll be fun. The other thing that I picked up pattern-wise was the Sofia top and dress. I bought a crap ton of sewing elastic so I could make this dress. It is beautiful. Not really a fall dress, not really a winter dress. It doesn't matter to me. We're not leaving our houses anyways. I'll wear it. It's gonna be fine. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. And fun story, I used to have a sewing blog, and Victory Patterns sponsored me. I like cold called independent sewing pattern companies and asked them to buy an ad on my website for like $15 a month, and she graciously agreed to do it. Nobody else did. So like props, I will always buy your patterns. Amazing. Super excited to see that this is a super inclusive size chart too. So excited, cannot wait to make it. We'll definitely do a video on it. But yeah, that's kind of like what I'm sewing, what I'm planning on sewing, the things that I have bought. What are you planning on sewing? Let me know if you have any fun, like sassy dresses that I could make with that strawberry print fabric. Anybody else moving and hating having to like reorganize everything? Do you like my filming background? Let me know in the comments below. Super excited to finally have some semblance of a schedule again, so I can make some YouTube videos. Have a wonderful day, and until I see you again, keep stitching. Bye.